back to the ground with Elliott. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Tackle made by Chase Young. 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They'll run on first down. Elliott, and he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Allen looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Green. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 14. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Allen. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. Elliott. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Again, it's Elliott, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Bengals drive about to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just... Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo flushed out right. And this one is incomplete. Trying to get that one to his running back.
That shot.
And it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend
JP33, Scottie Pippen. Yeah.
Right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the
and I'm like, who? He like, nigga, what? I'm like, who got shot?
On your hands.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I'm like, who? He like, nigga, what? I'm like, who got shot?
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw.
He like, that's our boy J.I.
I had that open, bro. My QB is fucking Jimmy Garoppolo. Dang. You just go brain dead when you huh?
That's complete to Marlon Mack. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Pick up there, 5 yards.
Playing this franchise, bro.
Looking to throw.
Playing this franchise.
What you doing, though, boy?
Good coverage there. Force the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They were trying to go to
it's basically the same thing as playing on.
Bring up 2nd down. To throw, it's Garoppolo.
What you
Flush to
doing,
his right.
Nah.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
I'm in a park.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts.
Bro,
as
can you stop getting
over here
please?
before what'll be an important 3rd down. And yet again, it's Garoppolo.
Oh my God.
And that's going to be incomplete.
How do you catch it and then drop the ball?
Free, and it brings up 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And I'm like, who? He like, nigga, what? I'm like, who got shot?
For the 4th time today.
Man, Ron dropped that kick is real out. That's kick off.
This team cannot do shit.
The Bears in good field position to start out first.
They say I'm the chosen one.
36-yard line.
Young nigga filling up his arms with some hair.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts.
I have Gatorade.
A minute to go in this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
What?
Josh Allen, very athletic
I'm like, who?
at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line.
Can't even run my play, don't worry.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
That's also heat.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Mike Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears have taken the CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, that's stimulus in the first
He
quarter.
was like,
Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd.
He said,
Sometimes you
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. Space to maneuver at the 40. Oh, what a juke into space. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half.
Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Mack. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struck. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Mike Davis. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it will stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2. Right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st down. It's Elliott. Zeke with a shake and bake. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Again, it's Elliott. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Flush to his right, escaping the pressure right. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And now here is another interception. Rasul Douglas picks it. And now off to the races down the right side.
They should have put a stamp on me in the
bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position of throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want...
And my goodness, another interception. It's David Arnett picking it off. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now Garoppolo. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder, Jamin Davis. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run for it with Davis. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Another try for Davis. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Give them a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the rookie first-rounder, Jamin Davis. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Touchdown, Chicago.
Mike Williams with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 6.
On play action, now Garoppolo.
And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box?
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the veteran Richard Sherman.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now,
it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant.
And my goodness, another interception. It's David Arnett picking it off. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Brandon, I got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations.
With blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, they sit him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
He'll let this thing go for Sanders. That's caught inside the 20. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert. They'll run on first down. Mack
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. That is caught. It's Williams. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He'll buy some time right. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Rasul Douglas picks it. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go again with Davis. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A give to the fullback on the dive. And a short gain here down to the 22.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Bengals, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running on empty. This more where that came from, my money is silly. I feel it envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is, if you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more.